This conference will now be recorded.
Hello. So, hello all. Welcome to the EDG first, and welcome to the SAP. And before I'm going to introduce the SAP. Just I would like to introduce what exactly the software industry and what kind of what is the usage of the software. That kind of things. Maybe you all aware of what exactly the software, right? So before what we use it to do. Suppose if you want to buy something, if you want to buy a mobile, what we have to do? If you want to buy a mobile, just an interactive session. What we need to do if you want to buy a mobile? We used to go to the stores and also not only one store. Maybe we go to the multiple stores and we inquire about the product details, what exactly the configuration and exactly the price and all. But nowadays, what you are doing, you are going to the online application, and where let's take an example of Amazon or Flipkart or any other online um, uh, e-commerce services. And also you are going to check the product details. Suppose if you want to have a Samsung, just you will select Samsung. It will display all the products of the Samsung and also the configuration about the Samsungs and also the price of the product, right? In the same way, not only that mobile, even if you want to do some kind of online transaction, bank transactions, previously what you need to do, you have to go to the bank, you need to fill up the form. If you want to deposit, you need to fill up, and also if you want to withdraw also, you need to fill up, and also you are going to withdraw the things. But nowadays, no need to go to the banks, you can do from the your mobile itself. Here you can log into the bank app, and you have a user ID and password, and you are going to do a deposit. If you want to transfer, you can transfer it. And also if you want to deposit, maybe you will go to the ATM, you are going to deposit it. So there are a lot of uses of the software. So in the same way, any company, if they want to implement a software, some of the resources are required, guys. Let's take an example of, so you are very much familiar with the Amazon, I think, right? So most of the people are using the Amazon app, so already everybody using it, right? So okay, what is the your familiar app in the online? What app you are using? Huh? Everybody is Amazon famous, right? So let's take, I am going to introduce the Amazon company. Okay, how exactly the Amazon is going to work out. Okay, so let's take an example of Amazon. So Amazon don't manufacture any product, guys. Amazon doesn't manufacture any product. So they are going to buy the products from the different suppliers or vendors, and I can say it's in a suppliers, or we can say vendors. Okay, vendor or supplier means who supplies the material is the vendor, or who supplies the material is the vendor. So they are going to buy the product from the vendors, and they are going to buy the product from the vendor. So they buy the product, and also they are going to sell the product to the customers. So we are the customers. So who buys the product from the company is the customer. Okay, who buys the product from company is the customer. We are the customers to the Amazon, and Amazon is going to buy the product from the vendors. Okay, so whenever if they want to buy the product, definitely, okay, they need to pay the money, right? So will Amazon is going to get the product with a free of cost from the vendors? No. Is Amazon is going to sell the product to the customer with free of cost? No. So there is a name, money is involved. So this department we call it's in a finance department. This department who handles the money is the finance department. And also, if company want to sell the product to the customer, so there should be in a sales department, right? So there is in a sales team. Maybe you are getting a lot of calls daily basis. Okay, do you want to buy the flat? Do you want to take in a credit card? Do you want to uh, buy something? Whatever the things, there is in a sales team. They are going to sell the products to the customers. So that department we are going to call it in a sales and distribution department. Okay, so we have in a sales and distribution department, and also we have in a finance department in any company, not only Amazon. Just I am taking the one company, Amazon. If you take any product, so the company Apple company, they sells the iPhones, and also there is a name Honda company. So they are going to sell the products car. They are going to Maruti, they are going to sell the cars. And also we have Royal Enfield, they are going to sell the Royal Enfield bikes. So every company there is in a sales department, and also there is in a finance department. And also if the Amazon want to buy the products from vendors, and there is in a department called material management department as well. So why? Because we should know the history of the companies and the organizations. That's why I'm introducing this. Then I will introduce to the SAP. And also this kind of organizations we call it's in a huge organizations. It's not a small organizations. So huge organization. And there is a material management department. They are going to take care. Suppose let's take an example of if any latest product comes, and maybe I give some example of, okay, so maybe there is a latest product iPhone 11X, which is introduced by the Apple company. Okay, whenever the new product comes, so you know, right, the stock will be very minimum. Okay, suppose if you get the orders, suppose if I am getting 100 orders from the customers, okay, I'm going to get an 100 orders from the customer, and I have an only 50 stock, 50 in stock. Okay, but so how we can fulfill next 50 products? So definitely there should be a material management department. So they are going to contact to the Apple company, and they are going to procure the next 50 products guys. It's based on the demand, they are going to handle it. So we should be having a material management department. And also to sell the product to the customer, we need to have a sales and distribution department. And also to handle the, whenever you buy, definitely you need to pay the money to the vendor. And also the Amazon, I'm talking about the company point of view. And also Amazon is going to sell the product to the customer, and they have to collect the money from the customer. And for that we need to have a finance department. And also guys, if any company now, Amazon don't manufacture, they are going to uh, do an online selling. And suppose if there is a repair, suppose, so they sold one product and the product is not good. Okay, in that case what they are going to do, if the customer is going to, what customer will do if it is a defect in the product, what customer will do guys? So whenever there is a defect in the your product, what you are going to do, you are going to do in a return, right? So return order you are going to create, and that product will goes back to the vendor, and vendor is going to replace the product, or else, so even there should be a team, the defects team guys. So even the service department we have. So there is a quality management department. Even quality management department also we will be having in the company. Okay, and to handle all this for this company, maybe in the sales we need to have a sales team, and For the we need to have a procurement team or material management team, and also to handle your money, we need to have a finance department, and also the defect management team also we need to have that. We are going to call it in a quality management. So definitely in any company we need to have a human resources. Human resources. This model we'll call it's an HR. It's a shortcut, and this department we call shortcuts QM. Maybe outside you are seeing these boards, right? So you see the sales and distribution. It's an SD, and you see the finance department. It's an FICO, and also you see the material management. It's an MM. Okay, so just I have given some example. One, uh, this I call resources, guys. So I can call this a resource one. It's an a resource two, and it's an uh, resource three, and it's an a. Okay, no need to write any notes, guys. We are going to give the notes. This PPT one. This PPT is in a notes for you, and R3 and resource 4, and also I can say it's in a resource 5. It's in a resource 5. Okay, so like this actually we have, if you take any industry, almost we have different kind of industries. Almost we have 64 modules or 64 resources like this. SAP, sorry, we have almost 64 resources. And also, so it's a huge organization. And also by utilizing all these resources, and if you do the manual operations, offline operations, it is going to consume a lot of time. And also the integration between all these modules is a very challenging task if you do in an offline business. But if you have in a software services, and we can tightly integrate with all the modules in all the resources, and we can have an integration between all the system, and also we can reduce the time actually. So when you do an offline business, it's a time taking process, but when you do an online business, so immediately we can do, you can choose the product, you can order the product, and you will get the product by tomorrow itself. But if you do the offline business, it's a time taking process, and also the tracking, the auditing is very challenging task. You cannot track all the orders. Suppose if I want to suppose if your Amazon is doing an offline business, and today I am a CEO of the Amazon. If I want to take in a report, so what is the sales report today in the worldwide, and it is going to get a lot of time, and also the data is inconsistent because the offline process, maybe you need to take all the information from the all the stores, and maybe I will keep it in the Excel, maybe I will send the Excel, and I need to combine all the Excels from the worldwide, and also I need to take, so what is the revenue today. But if you have in a software system, immediately I can execute something, and you are going to get a total sales of the worldwide in the Amazon. So that kind of things if you want to do, definitely you need to have a software service, guys. It's an enterprise. So I can say Amazon is a big enterprise, huge organization, and I, if it is in a huge organization, I call it an enterprise. It's an enterprise, and also every enterprise is going to utilize all these resources, and they are going to do in a proper planning, guys. Enter enterprise, and this system we are going to call in the normally in the software industry, this total system we are going to call it's an ERP system, guys. It's an ERP system. So first we'll introduce what exactly the ERP. Okay, E stands for it's an enterprise, and we have different kind of resources like SD, FI, HR, and quality management, finance department, and also we need to make a proper planning by utilizing all these resources. So ERP system, enterprise resource planning system, we need to have a software solutions with the enterprise resource planning, and there are different kind of ERP solutions we have. like you might had the Oracle applications, right? And also you have seen PeopleSoft. This is also one of the ERP application. We have BAN, and we have JD Edwards, and we have Microsoft CRM, and so these are different kind of ERPs we have in the we have. And but if you see the modules here, so the Oracle application is suitable only for the finance. It is good for the finance, and PeopleSoft is good for the human resources HR. And don't worry on this. And ban is maybe it's good for the CRM related things. And JD Edwards is famous for the logistics. Logistics means it's an SD and MM. And MS means Microsoft Dynamics is good for the CRM applications. But we have almost 64 modules like this. But so the only one software is the SAP, and SAP stands for it's an systems, applications, and products in data processing. So SAP stands for S, systems, and A stands for the applications, and P stands for it's in a products and in data processing, guys. So this handles SAP handles almost 64 plus resources, or I can say it's in a modules. And also it handles 26 LOBs. So LOB stand for it's a line of business. So what exactly the line of business we are going to see now? So tell me some of the industries. Industry, guys. Line of business is nothing but an industry. So can anybody tell what all the industries we have in the world? If you name, there are different kind of industries we have. Can anybody name some industries, whatever you know? You already know, guys. So tell me some of the industries. Reliance, okay. What kind of industry? What kind of business they do? Huh? It comes into the telecommunications, right? Reliance Geo is in a telecommunications. And okay, you are sick, guys. So whenever you sick, where you will go? Hospital. Hospital comes into which industry? Uh, Healthcare. Perfect. Okay, healthcare industry. Next. Okay, you go to the doctor and you will give the prescription. Then what you are going to do? You will go to the pharmacy. What is that industry? Pharma industry, right? And maybe you need to buy in a bike. Okay, so automobile and manufacturing industry. Okay, automobile and manufacturing industry. Okay, yeah. Then you have very good money, good amount of money. You would like to buy in a flat, okay, or plot. Okay, it's in a real estate industry. Okay, you bought in a bike. So if you want to run your bike, what is the needed? What is the thing? Which one is the mandatory? Huh? What is that? Petrol, right? So what is that industry? Oil and gas. Okay, and like this we have almost 26 LOBs, guys. Maybe real estate, healthcare, and guys, you have a bank account. You would like to open bank. You need to go to the bank. And what is that industry? It's in a banking industry. And you went to hospital. So nowadays there are a lot of things. No need to pay your money. And there is a name. What kind of industry that is? It's an insurance industry, banking and insurance. So see, so there are different kind of industries we have. Almost SAP supports 26 LOBs. LOB is nothing but it's a line of business. Line of business is nothing but it's an industry, guys. Telecommunications, healthcare, pharma, automobile, manufacturing, real estate, oil and gas, banking, and insurance. Okay, so all these industries, there is a lot of existing applications. SAP provides an existing applications for all these 26 LOBs where these solutions doesn't provide. Maybe finance comes under banking, maybe it is good for the only banking. And PeopleSoft HR module, maybe some HR companies they are going to do an HR module, but SAP supports all this kind of line of any business they have an application, existing applications, there is an existing configurations, there is an existing customizations. And SAP started in 1972, guys. So 1972 it is started SAP software. And the it is started with the SAP AZ company in Germany. So it's a German based company. SAP is a German based company. And if you see in Europe, any industry, so they implement an SAP software, guys. So US it is little limited, but in the Europe, you see if you name any company, they are going to they have an SAP software. Okay, most of the manufacturing companies, if you take, most of the companies are from the Europe, right? So Japanese, and a lot of manufacturing comes into the Europe industry. So every company they have an SAP software. Even in India also, there are a lot of companies they are implementing the SAP. If you name anything, so there is an SAP software. So Airtel implementing SAP, and Reliance implementing SAP, and Reddy's Lab implementing SAP. I'm giving some familiar names in the here itself. And also, uh, if you take anything, Honda is implementing SAP, Maruti is implementing SAP. Okay, if you name any big company, there is an SAP software. Why? Because it is going to handle so 64 plus modules, and also it is going to support almost 26 line of business. And also, guys, it's a language independent. SAP supports supports almost 40 plus languages. 40 plus languages it will support. And there is an application in Chinese, there is an application in Japanese, there is an application in English, there is an application in German, there is an application in Hindi also, there is an applications, guys, in SAP. Okay, we have different kind of languages SAP support, almost 40 plus languages it is going to support, guys. And also let's take an example of, there is an application. Let's take an example of there is a bank, and they are going to build one app for all your transactions. Okay, and that app should be applicable not only in English, even that app should be in Chinese, that app should be in, that application should be in Spanish, that application should be in German. Every language we need to support. So that's what SAP supports. Every application you can get in a different languages, 40 plus languages SAP is going to support, guys. That's a name SAP. And also SAP is an OS independent, that I call it a platform independent. That means I can run my SAP in Windows, I can run SAP, I can run the SAP in Linux operating system, I can run SAP in Unix operating system, I can run SAP in Red Hat Linux system, I can run SAP in SUSE Linux operating system. So it's an operating system independent. So there is no dependency with the operating systems, guys. That's an uh, SAP is a platform independent software. And also even it's a database independent. That means I can run the SAP software on Oracle. I can run the SAP software in MS SQL Server. I can run SAP software in IBM DB6. These are all the database systems we have, and also I can run my SAP on HANA database as well. Okay, there are different kind of database management systems we have in the industry. We can run your SAP system in different kind of database systems. That's also one of the advantage of an SAP, guys. And so SAP provides lot of existing applications, guys. It's a name. SAP is a name product. SAP is a product. Okay, it's not a technology. It's not a technology. So what exactly the difference between product and it's not a technology? So product means, so any product, it provides existing applications. So the company builds the existing applications for you. Okay, let's take an example of um, suppose if you want to do any sales, guys, what you are going to do if you want to do any sales. So I am manufacturing one product, I need to sell the product. Okay, so maybe how the customer is going to buy the product. So first customer will do the uh, what customer is going to do. If you want to buy any product, what you are going to do? Huh? Suppose you want to buy new thing. Okay, so tell me what you are going to do. Hmm? You okay, so that means, so you are going to inquire about the products, right? Because I would like to buy a mobile. I'm not sure which mobile is good nowadays because there are a lot of new things coming up. So maybe I can search in the different web stores, and maybe I will choose different products. Maybe I will compare with the different products, and I am going to inquire about the product, right? So there is an inquiry process. Yes. So I am going to, and also maybe not only inquiry, and also even the apps are going to provide quotations. Quotations means what is the configuration of the product and what is the price of the product and all. Maybe I choose one product. Maybe my product is iPhone 11x. That this is what I would like to buy, guys. Maybe I can do a sales order. So yes, I am going to order this product, and also when you pay the money, and Amazon is going to deliver the product. So this is the business process. This is the business process. It's a common, guys. Don't think much. So business is in a real time, guys. So everything, whatever you do the activity on daily basis, that's in a business. Simple. So don't think much. Software is very very easy. Okay. So whatever you do, that's in a business process. That only we are going to do in a coding, guys. So there is nothing new, and just you need to implement your business or general knowledge into the business knowledge. That's it. So every time you do this kind of activities, but you didn't think about the business. But so if you want to buy a product, you do the inquiry. It's an inquiry process, but the term you don't know. That's it. But you are doing an inquiry about the product. Then maybe the company provides what is the product, what is the hard disk capacity, what is the RAM capacity, what is the processor capacity, what is the camera capacity, that they are going to display on the application. So that's an a quotation, and also they are going to put in a price, right? So okay, I'm going to like that product, I am going to order the product, it becomes in a sales order. Then you are going to pay the money by using internet banking or by using card, debit card or credit card, right? So that's an a invoice, that's an a billing you are going to do the company. Then you are going to receive the product, so that's an a delivery. So this is the business process, guys. Simple. Okay, like this we have many business process that also we are going to learn in this course. So simple sales process I have explained. So we talk about the finance, we talk about the HR, we talk about the quality management. Everything we are going to learn in this course. And for every application, guys, for quotation there is an existing application in SAP, and every process SAP has given existing application EA, And for sales order, it has given an existing application. And for invoice, there is an existing application, no need to build. Okay, and for delivery there is an existing application. Maybe you would like to see the product information, material information. So for the material there is an EA, means existing application. And also the customer details when you sign into the Amazon website with user ID and password. So first time when you log into the Amazon, you need to fill up your details. What is your user ID, what is your first name, what is your last name, what is your email ID, what is your contact number, what is your address. So you are going to fill in the application and you are going to press submit button. Whenever you submit, and your data will be saved in the database case. So that's a customer information, your information will be saved in the database. So there is an existing application for the customer. For vendor there is an existing application. For the person means employee there is an existing application. And for suppose if you deposit, it's a name debit. And if you sorry if you take the amount from the bank, it's in a debit. And if you deposit the money, it's in a credit, guys. So there is a lot of existing application which is provided by the SAP. So all these existing applications, see, almost we have almost 5 lakhs applications in the SAP system, guys. Not 5 lakhs, I think, I'm not sure, 5 lakhs applications in the SAP. All these 5 lakhs applications are built by some technology, guys. The technology is the, so for every application for 64 plus modules and 26 LOBs for all the industries are built by technology or programming. Okay, spellings are ignored, I will ignore it later. Programming language by using SAP ABAP, guys. So ABAP is the programming language for the entire SAP software. Everything, anything, if you want to build in SAP, there is a programming language. The programming language, the technology behind the SAP is the ABAP. So what exactly the ABAP? What exactly the ABAP and what it stands for? Okay, and ABAP stands for Advanced B business. It's a business application programming, guys. So exactly, ABAP stands for, it's an advanced business application programming. It's in a business programming language. And also, guys, and it's like a English language, simple. Okay, nothing complication in terms of the syntaxes. It's not like Java, it's not like C, it's not like C++. The coding is very very simple. It's an English like language and everybody can learn it. Okay, so no need to have much programming skills, simple. There is an existing keywords. The keywords we need to use the select statement. And also we have to just, I need to have your mathematical skills, guys. That's it, nothing more. So if you have mathematical skills, that's enough to build the ABAP programs. But it's in a business programming language. You need to know the little bit of the business, what exactly the sales, what is the order, what is the delivery, what is the quotation, what is the employee, what is the debit, what is the credit. Okay, what is the product, what is the customer. Every day you are you are handling with those kind of things, and it's very much easy. And if you put little efforts, so this technology will give the career until your next 60 years, guys. Okay, so if you learn this technology, so you can retire with this technology. No need to choose the different technologies, no need to learn the different things. Okay, so and also this is there since 1972, guys. SAP is there 1972, 28 plus the 20 years, almost 19 means 20. So 40, since 48 years the SAP is there. There is some advancements in the technology, but the SAP is for any industry, definitely they are going to implement a SAP. And if you learn now, so this will give the next almost, maybe you are between age between 20 to 30 years. Next 30 years you can survive with this technology and also with good amount of packages. Okay, so the package is minimum. So if you have good knowledge, minimum you will get the 6 lakhs, and if you have very much good capable, then you will get the 80 lakhs. And even I have the friends, they are getting 1 crore rupees per annum as well. Okay, it's all your capabilities. It starts from the 6 lakhs minimum. 6 lakhs you can go with this technology, guys. And also there are a lot of openings. It's not like maybe most of the people, there are rumors. If you want to learn any software, you need to know C++, Java. Nothing is required for this. Okay, and also you are going to waste your time by learning those things because they cannot feed your things, guys. You cannot get the jobs with the C++, Java. And if you get also, you are going to get maybe 8,000 per month. Go learn Java 1 year and go outside, you will get for the 12,000 or 10,000, right? But learn this technology, minimum you are going to get minimum 4 lakhs is minimum package, guys. 4 lakhs by 12, how much? Maybe 30, 12 into 30, 36. Minimum 30,000 you are going to get it. But if you have good technical skills, minimum 6 lakhs you are going to get it, guys. Okay, the package you are going to get is very good amount. So just I am going the history of this because I have seen the industry. I have 14 years of experience in SAP ABAP, and I am working as an architect, technical architect in of the good MNC. And that MNC will sell the products from 1 rupee to the crores products, guys. So I'm working that kind of MNC. I don't want to tell the company, but the company will sell the products from 1 rupee to the 1 crore products, guys. Okay, maybe you might understand what exactly that company. So that's my background in this ABAP. And also every day we are going to learn like this only. It's in a digital class, guys. It's not a board kind of, it's not a offline class. It's in a both digital class. You are going to see everything in the PPT, and also you are going to see everything on the system. And also no need to write any notes. Why? Because if you write the notes, you are going to miss out the concept. I am talking something, you are writing something, right? So you are going to miss my concepts. Just you need to listen. And the second thing is you need to practice it. Okay, the practice is very very important. So if you don't do the practice, you will not get anything. Okay, if you want to by heart the things and go to the interview, it doesn't work. You have to practice daily basis. That's enough. If you do the daily basis the task, it's enough, guys. Okay, but if you don't do the practice for the 2 weeks, you are gone. You will not understand anything. Okay, so it's easy only, but you need to put efforts from your side, guys. So and also I am going to be here only. I am working from office, my office. Okay, so I will be always available here itself. If you have any doubts and anything, I am going to solve out your problems. And so this is the normal history of SAP ABAP. It's in a programming language for the entire SAP software, guys. And so maybe I'm going to introduce next what exactly the SAP architecture, how the architecture of the SAP. Because if you want to learn something, you need to know the what is the architecture of that SAP system. Not only SAP, any technology, you should know the system details, and you should know the architecture of how the software is built. Everything you should know it. So maybe I will introduce simple architecture, the client server architecture in today's class, guys. So new slide. Normally, I will take in a Gmail application first. Okay, because you are very much familiar with the Gmail, guys. So if you want to access in a Gmail application, what you need to know, what you need to do. If you want to access in a Gmail application, what is the required things? What is the required things? Huh? Okay, where you will enter the credential in Notepad, in WordPad, where you will enter, where you will enter. Simple, yeah, you are doing daily basis. So if you want to access Gmail application, what is the prerequisite? Say, huh? No. So I have the user ID and password, right? So I am going to enter here. Can I go to the Gmail application, user ID and then something and password? Okay, something. Can I go to the Gmail application? No. So what is the prerequisite? Browser, yeah. So you need to have a Google Chrome, you need to have an Internet Explorer, right? The browser is important, right? So in the browser, you are, see, this is my browser, right? This is my browser. I need to enter Gmail, right? Control enter. So I need to have a URL, and I enter the URL in the browser. I will enter www.gmail.com. Okay, once you enter, what will happen? So there are some internet providers, right? ISPs. So I call it an ISP, Internet Service Providers. So who are all the internet service providers you have seen in the industry? So you have, maybe I have an Act, right? And Airtel, hmm, some Hathway. Okay, there are different kind of internet service provider, and via the internet service provider, your request will go to the, will connect to the particular system. So for every application in background, there is an IP address, and it will connect to the Google server. Whenever you enter this, okay, this URL, it will connect to the different kind of servers we have in the world, guys. So there is a different kind of servers. We have Google, we have Facebook, we have uh, different things. WhatsApp, we have different kind of servers we have in the industry. Based on your app, via the internet service providers, it will connect to that servers. And for the Gmail application, and if you want to build any application, there should be a programming language, right? So we have a programming languages like C and C++ and Java, and we have um, Java and JavaScript. mm, we have Node.js, we have Angular, JS, we have, okay, ABAP. Okay, there are different kind of programming languages we have in the industry, and your application is built up based on programming languages. And also, guys, whenever you don't have an account, you are going to do a sign up, and whenever you sign up, you are going to give some details like user ID and password, and your email address. Then maybe you are going to click on the submit button. You are going to click on a submit button. Once you submit, so the request data, it goes to the programming language, and the programming language will do the required operations, and also it is going to save the data in the database level, guys. And every application, definitely there should be in a database. To save your data, there is in a database. The data will be stored in the database. It can be an Oracle, it can be an MS SQL, it can be an IBM DB6, it can be an MongoDB. Okay, there are different kind of database systems we have in the world, guys. So this setup we call, it's in a client, guys. This setup I can call it's in a client. This is my client. So this setup I can call it's in a server. Where is this? Yeah. So these two things I can call it's an a server. This is an application layer, the programming languages where it is built, and also there is a database layer. These two things, the combination of your application layer and database layer, I can call it a server. So in any software, definitely there is a client server architecture. There is a client server architecture, and also you can see client means, see in Gmail, how many users we have in the world, guys? Gmail, everybody will have a Gmail account, right? So everybody can access the Gmail applications from their systems. So it's a client. So the browser should be there in your laptop or in your mobile, and I can go to the www.gmail.com. I can access it if you have an account. Maybe next time after you do the sign up, what we are going to do, sign in. We will enter the user ID and password, and it will go to here. And this programming, one of the programming language will take your input details and it goes to the database and it will fetch the details with your user ID and password. And if it is exist, and you are going to navigate to your inbox and outbox and send items and everything. But if the your user ID or password is does not exist in the database, it is going to give the return back with the error status. So your password is not correct. Enter the correct password, guys. So this is the way the software is going to work. In the same way, we are going to do same kind of applications in the SAP as well. It's not web applications. It's in a the SAP is meant for the business. We are going to do in a business applications, guys. We are going to build in a business applications by using ABAP. So this is a normal, the architecture I call it's in a client server architecture. We have in a client, we have in a server. In the same way, SAP also follows in a client server architecture. SAP follows a client server architecture, guys. So that things we are going to see in the tomorrow. SAP R3 architecture. So tomorrow we will go into the pure technical, what exactly the SAP R3 architecture. And so then after the system knowledge, then we will introduce the ABAP. So we'll start the basic programs in the ABAP. So there are some rules in the ABAP. We need to follow that rules if you want to build in a program in the ABAP, guys. So the rules we will set, like we are going to learn the ABAP by using like how you learn the mathematics. First you will learn the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3. Then you do the tables. Then you do the arithmetic operations. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication. So in the same way, the ABAP also we are going to learn from the zero. I don't need any your programming skills, or if you are any background, no problem. And just you need to put your efforts, and you need to have little analytical skills and also little business skills, guys. That's it. And you are going to learn the ABAP. It's a daily task, but you need to practice daily basis. Sai knows, right? So he missed out some concept. That's it. Later, he is not able to follow the course, guys. So if you are absent, then you cannot. First, the first 60 to 90 hours, first 60 90 hours total fundamentals. And if you are good in that fundamental, then concepts we are going to enter. So that concept you can understand it. If you are not good in fundamentals, you will not learn anything in the ABAP. So if you are absent also, you will not learn anything. Is daily the practice and daily your attendance is required. So that's it for today. Do you have any questions? No. Sai, Wasim. Okay, I need to know the names. Sai Kiran. What is your name? Huh? Ramakrishna, Wasim, Srimukha, Mamata, Maunika, Naveen. Okay, Sai, Pranaya, Pranavia, Pranaya. Yeah. Any questions? And this course almost takes minimum 5 months is minimum, 5 to 6 months. Okay. So it's a big course. We are going to learn a lot of things. The course is 5 to 6 months, but it will give next 30 years career, guys. That's what I can guarantee. Okay. So that's the thing. And also little coding is required. That's it. Not much coding skills. And it's not a configuration. If you learn easy things, guys, and you are going to lose your jobs easily. Okay. If you learn tough things, okay, even the job also secured, you will not lose that, not that much easily, guys. So that's what my message. Okay, so some people will prefer not to code, right? I've seen most of the people. But if you want to survive in the industry, software industry, you should do any coding, guys. Okay. Because you are seeing many days there are a lot of jobs. They are terminating most of the jobs in each company. So the jobs are, most of the jobs will be into the non-IT jobs. Okay, some admin jobs, some easy tools based jobs, guys. But coding I never see in ABAP. There is a recession in the SAP or recession in the ABAP programming language. I see testing easily you will lose the jobs, guys. Okay, it's a very easy job. You will lose the jobs also very easily. And also networking, admin kind of stuff also, that kind of I've seen many people so who did the jobs there with very less package also even. So you are going to get very less packages if you learn the easy things. Okay. uh, so tomorrow we'll start at 8 only. Today I have some problem with my car, so it was delayed. So from tomorrow sharp 8 o'clock we are going to start it. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask one to one. Maybe you are shy to ask in the classroom, but don't shy, guys. So if you ask the questions, it will be very good. Huh? It will useful for others, right? And also your question will be get clarified. Okay, better always. If you have any question in mind, don't hesitate. Ask freely, guys. Okay, don't hesitate to ask the questions. Okay, maybe first initial days, uh, you will be having some confusion. You will be having some kind of things, but okay, be patient. After some days you are going to get a lot of things. Okay, initial days, I'm not understanding, lot of questions you will be having in your mind, but it's common for everybody, not only to you, it's common to the everyone. Initial days you may feel okay, I'm not understanding, but if you practice, if you are staying with SAP, then after sometimes you will get a lot of clarity, guys. Okay, you should be patient. Patience is required and efforts also are required, guys. So minimum efforts, 2 to 3 hours you need to put on daily basis. 2 to 3 hours plus 1.5 hour class, minimum 5 hours with journey 1 hour and 1 hour. Okay, almost 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 hours you need to spend for your learnings. Okay, and so we can install, if you have the laptop or desktop, you can install the software, you can work from your home also, but no problem. If you don't have the system, you can practice in the lab. Okay, so institute will start from 8 to the night 8 o'clock, guys. Okay, so that's it. Thank you all, and welcome to the SAP, welcome to the EDZ technologies, and hope all the best for your future, guys.